We have traveled from the nigh-tie loop of the isolated introvert to the sovereign architect of the 2026 creative economy. But for an INFJ, success isn't just about a bank account or a quiet house. It is about meaning. We are a type that lives for the future cast, so it is only fitting that we end by looking past our own horizon. Today, we talk about legacy, not as a monument to the ego, but as a gift of sight to the next generation. Most people live for the weekend, some live for the next decade, but the INFJ is built to live for the century. You've always felt like you didn't quite fit into your own time, and that's because you were designed to be an architect for a time you might never see. But here's the danger. If you spend your life waiting for the world to get you, you will take your music to the grave. Today, we complete your transformation. We are moving from self-actualization to legacy work. I'm going to show you how to take your internal citadel and turn it into a public library of insight. We're going to ensure that your specific, weird, beautiful vision outlives your physical body. This is how you become the eternal sage. Psychologist Erik Erikson spoke about generativity, the stage of life where we care for the next generation. For the INFJ, this isn't just about having children, it's about ideas. Your nigh visions are mind children. If you don't birth them into the world through writing, art, or systems, they die with you. Stagnation is the nigh-tie loop turned into a lifestyle. Generativity is the sovereign INFJ turned into a transmitter. Think of your journals, your half-finished notes, and your deep-dive research. Currently, they are a storage unit. To create a legacy, you must turn them into a museum. A museum is curated. It is organized for the benefit of the visitor, not the owner. Legacy work is the process of translating your internal language into a universal language. This is why we learned the metaphor bridge and synthesis. You are creating a map for the seekers who come after you. You are saying, I walked this path of depth, and I left markers so you wouldn't get lost. Here is the final tension. You think, who am I to leave a legacy? I'm not a genius, I'm just a person with a lot of thoughts. You feel that if you're not the best in the world, your work isn't worth saving. But legacy isn't about being the best, it's about being authentic. There is someone 50 years from now who will feel exactly like you do today, and your words will be the only thing that makes them feel human. In a moment, I'm going to show you the legacy stack, the 3 physical and digital containers that will hold your vision for the next 100 years. The modern mystic uses 2026 technology to anchor 10th century wisdom. The digital archive. Use a second brain system, Obsidian, Notion, or a personal website. Organize your insights by theme, not by date. Create a start here guide for the future. The physical totem. Write one thing by hand, a letter to your future self, or a book of wisdom for your family. The tactile weight of ink on paper has a Lindy Effect. It survives electromagnetic pulses and forgotten passwords. The systemic impact. Build a business, a community, or a charity that functions on your principles even when you aren't there to enforce them. This is sovereignty scaled to infinity. This week, we begin the great work, the deathbed audit. If you died tomorrow, what is the one unspoken truth you would regret not sharing? Write it down today. No editing, just the raw, nigh truth. The mentor mindset. Find one younger person or a beginner in your field and share a piece of synthesis that took you 10 years to learn. Notice how it saves them 5 years of struggle. That is legacy in action. The Lindy polish. Take one piece of your knowledge asset and make it timeless. Remove references to current trends or memes. Use language that would make sense in 1926 and 2126. We have come to the end of this journey, but it is actually your beginning. You spent years feeling like a strange guest on this planet, but now you know you weren't a guest, you were the architect. You have the tools to build your economy, your relationships, and your spirit. The world is loud, chaotic, and often shallow, but you carry the depth. You carry the fire. Don't let it go out. Build the museum. Write the map. Become the sage. Stay deep, stay authentic, stay sovereign.